What's good, Pembroke Army, and welcome back to Pembroke's Own. And if you've seen by the title of this video, we're going to be discussing the time that Shane decided to join Team RPG. And I'm going to be honest, this also coincided roughly about the same time I started my YouTube journey as well. So some of the first matches in my Warzone Wamblings are actually Shane's first matches. Now, when Shane did join, we weren't playing on the original maps of Vondel or Ashika. It was on the Al Mazrah large map and this small segment at the bottom of the map called Fortress. And what this did, because that area of the map was so small, it was smaller than Vondel and Ashika, that it actually would have forced us, if we were still playing as an original trio, to play a lot quicker. But with Shane coming into the fold and being so much more aggressive, we then had this element straight away to go, okay, get our shit, find out where the other teams are, get into the action straight away. But one thing I did notice is how quickly Shane's effect started to rub off on both Domi and Dogger, or Mikey and Adam as they're more commonly known. And because what Adam used to use, his weapon of choice was the Saikin LMG, hard-hitting gun, and Mikey was on the Lockman 5.56. He had a variant of that gun which he used just forever, and I didn't really have a weapon. Well, I had used the M4, but I didn't really have a secondary weapon that I was going to. And with Shane coming in, a bit more weapon knowledge, a bit more knowledge of when to push and when not to, we found ourselves instantly in that first video, unlike my editing for that video, moving at a much faster and quicker pace. And compared to how we were playing as a trio before Shane joined, we weren't really going out looking for fights. If anything, we were trying to avoid them, just to whittle down to the last teams and only engage in fights if it was needed. But Shane instantly was right away, okay, I can see that target, they're in my sights, I know I can take him down. Boom, he would. And what this would do would actually draw teams towards us, which meant, okay, we now have to stand our ground. And Mikey and Adam, switching up from their favourite weapons, would get a bit more of an understanding between the SMGs and the assault rifles they were using. And them two started immediately getting better at close quarter combat. Much better than I ever have. I'm okay when it's needed to, like if you throw me into the deep end, I'll do my best to try and fight my way out. But Mikey and Adam really stepped up their game. And it's another thing to note before Shane did join as well. There wasn't many times that we actually got over 10 kills as a team whilst playing as a trio. But the second Shane joined, he was hitting 7 and 8s, which meant we were getting over 10 kills as a team quite regularly. And we found ourselves getting more wins as also a result of this, being able to push back other teams, get more kills, Mike and Adam being more confident. And I sort of did keep my play style. I won't rush about as much, apart from, as you're watching right now, I will move more aggressively, but I won't go to the fight. I'll have more of a map understanding and I'll push a lot more freely and a lot more confidently to that. So that did rub off on me. I know my shooting is still shit, as you're about to see there. I did finish the guy off, but I'm still not as good as the close quarter combats as Mikey and Adam. And we found ourselves also getting the higher kills and getting more wins, and we did start to regularly get 2 wins, 1 session, 1 win, 1 session. And there's a few times, as you've seen in some of the older videos, we did actually get 3 wins in a night, but never in a row. Keep that in mind, because yes, I did write that on the fun title of this video. Am I teasing you? Did we get 3 in a row? Well, we've got 1 there. But let's also push on with how it also started with Shane, because when the Al Mazrah map Fortress finished, we then went back to both Vondel and Ashika, the maps that we were used to. And because we had adopted this more aggressive, move around the map, pick fights sort of style, we were getting higher kills, higher places, but we were also swaying a bit more into the other direction. We were looking sometimes for kills and fights that we didn't actually need to. And then this is also a part of the Shane effect. If Shane dies and he loses his loadout, he will go back to his loadout regardless of where it is. It could literally be like 5 foot away from an atomic bomb that's about to go off in 10 seconds, and he'll be like, nah, fuck that, bruv, going back to get my sniper. That was a bit of a shit impression of Shane, but there we go. Anyway, so we went back to these maps, we started getting higher kill games, and we were getting a bit more confident, because obviously those maps are bigger. It's not as close quarterly combat for me, so I was happy with my assault rifle RPG class, which does come down to the legendary knight that we did have. I suggested it just one night for fun, just for content, team RPG, which is where this name comes from. And as much as the rest of the guys don't really like using RPGs, it was a hell of a blast, like literally, no pun intended. So what we found ourselves doing then after that was we really established our secondary weapons that we're using. I kept the RPG for a bit, but then I did go back to the L98 sniper, I think it is, the one that I say that is a variant of a K-Swiss. And Mikey and Adam started to use a sniper a lot more frequently as well, and as a result of that, they've highly improved. And we're now getting so much more damage than we used to. Like, if you're a streamer or you're a professional COD YouTuber and you come across this video and you see the kill counts at the end of this game, I understand they don't match up to you, but you have to understand the amount of damage and kills we weren't getting when we were still getting wins before Shane joined. We are much more of an aggressive unit now, and this is actually going to play out into this last part of the video here. As you can see, I push along here. There's only a couple of teams left, and I get the same class just because I wanted more bullets. But there is a team just on the other side of this ridge over here. Or is it about to come up? I can't remember. Oh, it is about to come up. Yeah, 1 second. So, as you can see, we're not hiding as much. We are sprinting about, and we are going for gear that might help us. There's me getting, I think it's Dogger back. And I run over to this point here. And normally I'd be just holding my position, camping and waiting for them to come to me, but because I'm more confident, I missed that shot, but I do get that one. I get the down, and Shane goes, right, let's push them now. We know it's the last team, and I never would have been this confident before. The guy does get back up, I think. I managed to down him. His teammate finishes me off, but then, as you're about to see, we did get the victory, and it was Dogger coming round with the winning kill. And I think this match, compared to the first match you watched, is a higher kill game. But enough on this sort of momentary commentary of this. Going back to our history, and yeah, Shane has always been more of an SMG sniper kind of guy, and it's really rubbed off on Mikey and Adam. I quite like using certain guns. I'm not really one for the meta or whatever the big thing is, so I like to stick with the weapons that I know. But when we moved forward and we started getting more wins, this translated into when Modern Warfare 3 came out, and our first ever match on that was a small section of what is now the Battle Royale map, Urzikstan, and our first ever match in it as a trio, me, Mikey and Adam, me, Shane and Adam, we won. And we now, you know, I've mentioned Shane's confidence in his ability to do that so much, but it's actually rubbed off on trios, because we're now starting to understand when we play as duos, particularly when we played as duos, it wasn't going really well, because I think we all tried to play Shane style, but when you're me with Shane, you can't play like that as a team. Maybe with Shane you can, because I know Shane will finish off a team or two. Mikey and Adam don't do it as much, but we started to understand more about my style as well, and me and Mikey logged on one day to play as a duo, and I mentioned that me and Adam did get a couple of duo wins, but that wasn't in the Resurgence mode. That was actually in the larger Battle Royale mode on both Verdansk and Al Mazrah. So learning more about my style, we go, okay, when we play as a duos, we can't go hard and aggressive like we're playing as a quad with Shane. So me and Mikey kept our situation tight, and if you've seen the video, we only got one kill each. I did get the winning kill, but me and Mikey were the first to actually win as a duo, and then we had more of an understanding of my style compared to the other two. I do run about more aggressively, but I have reserved that sort of map awareness a bit more now, and situational awareness, which does work as a quad, particularly when you've got these three running around. And then, as I said, just said that me and Mikey won a duo. The next time me and Adam played as a duo, we won 2 in a row, one of them being my infamous bomb drone kill. And then the next session after that, me and Shane played as a duo, and we got 2 wins as well. And I'm currently the only player in the team RPG to have a duo win with every single member of the team. I know some of the other guys do have a combo, but I'm the only one. So yeah, fuck you guys. But in this situation, we have learned more about when I should join the action and when I shouldn't. As you can see here now, I know not to get in the fight because I do trust the rest of the guys. But we're only up against one last guy here. So Mikey's gone over to the trolley. I've popped a couple of shots at that guy, and that has enabled Adam to sneak up and get the victory. And yes, I can tell you now, hand on heart, this was 3 wins in a row. If you've seen my videos before, I'll sometimes have 3 wins, but they're not 3 consecutive matches in a row. They're 3 wins from the same session. Or what I'll do is I will take 5 or 6 different matches that are on the same match, mold them together to make it look like one long sort of giant match, then with the victory at the end. But I can promise you that all you have watched right now is 3 different matches and 3 different wins, and it was in a row. So there we go. We're already improving. That is the Shane effect. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you're looking forward to part 4 of the video where I talk about what happened when Modern Warfare 3 came out, leave a cheeky like. And as always, guys, I can't thank you enough for your support. Much love. Take care. Peace.